Hello everyone. From today reading lectures, we will start in the geography, and this is world geography. After some of the reading lectures, we will get the Indian geography. Currently, we are looking out at the world geography. Okay, Chalo. First chapter, physical geography. In that first subtopic is our universe. The summer and the winter seasons in a year are caused by the revolution of the Earth on its inclined axis. The Earth is inclined at some of the degrees uh, on its axis. What is what are the degrees? Mention that in the comments, okay? Which among the following planets is smaller in size than the Earth? That is Neptune. Uh, which planet is called as the twin of the Earth? Mention that planet name in the comments. Advanced sunrise and delayed sunset found in the sky are due to the phenomena of scattering of sunlight. The circle of illumination divides Earth into two hemispheres known as north and south. Which planet was named after the Roman god Zeus? It is Jupiter. Which of the following is the farthest planet to the Sun? That is Neptune. Which is the closest star to Earth? That is Sun. Who discovered the solar system? Copernicus. How many kilometers and represented by 1 degree of latitude? That is 111 kilometers. The average distance from the Sun to Earth is 150 million kilometers. Which one of the following is present in the largest amount in terms of percent by mass in Earth's crust? That is oxygen. The difference in the duration of day and night increases as one moves from equator to the poles. Hmm, largest amount. Among these options, oxygen is the highest amount that in terms of percentage of mass in the Earth's crust. But which which gas is most abundant in the atmosphere of our Earth? Mm, give that option. Give that gas name in the comments. But oxygen, among these, oxygen is the highest amount. But there is the highest amount gas that is present in our atmosphere. But other than oxygen, what is that gas name? The sun is never overhead at any time in north temperature zone, south temperature zone, and north frigid zone, but not torrid zone. Which one among the following statements is not correct? Solar noon occurs simultaneously at locations with the same longitude. No, the one meridian which is directly under the sun experiences solar noon at a given time. No, places having some longitude experience solar noon at different times. This is right. Variations in the length of daytime and nighttime from the season to season are due to the Earth's revolution around the sun in an elliptical manner. What is the time taken by the Earth to complete one rotation on its imaginary axis? 23 hours, 56 minutes, and 4 seconds. The Tropic of Cancer does not pass through Iran. The Tropic of Cancer passes through which of the countries? Mention those in the comments. How does the sun get its energy? From nuclear fusion. Which of the following statements regarding the duration of day and night is correct? Difference is least near the equator and progressively increases away from it. On December 22, the sun is not visible at North Pole. True. It is only visible for a few minutes at the Antarctic Circle. No. It rises south of east and sets south of west at a Tropic of Cancer. True. Rises south of east and sets south of west at the equator. True. 1, 3, and 4. What is the correct sequence of the following in the context of age of Earth since its origin? Sequence of following context of age of Earth. Okay. Protozoic, Paleozoic, Mesozoic, then Cenozoic. Tides are complied and they vary from place to place because of the movement of moon in relation to Earth, uneven distribution of water over the globe, irregularities in the configuration of oceans. All are right. Which of the following phenomena is or the effect of the rotation of the Earth? Apparent movement of sun and the moon and the stars, flatness of the poles and bulge at the equator, occurrence of sunrise, noon, and sunset, magnetic field of the Earth. All of these are the effects of the rotation of the Earth. Eclipses occur due to which optional phenomena? That is rectilinear propagation. Statement 1 and statement 2. Okay. Comets revolve around the sun only in long elliptical orbits. True. Okay. A comet develops a tail when it gets close to the sun. This is also true. Both the statements are individually true, but the statement 2 is not the correct explanation of statement true. This is like assertion reason question. The Earth rotates around an axis pointing towards the pole star. Another statements like assertion regions. The planet Neptune appears blue in color. True. The presence of methane gas in the atmosphere of Neptune is responsible for its color. True. Both the statements are individual true, but the statement 2 is not the correct explanation of statement 1. During the recent Venus transit, the planet appeared as a tiny black circle moving on the sun. The black color on the sun is because the planet behaved as a black hole during its transit. Which one among the following is called terrestrial planet? That is Mercury. The twinkling. There are two types of planets in our solar system. One are terrestrial planets and others are, what are those planets? These three comes under that category. What is that? Mention that in the comments. The twinkling of a star is due to the variation in the composition of the star with time. The Earth is at its maximum distance from the Sun on July 4th. 1 degree of circumference of the Earth measures approximately 111 kilometers. Why do we have a leap year every 4 years? The length of the year is not an integer number of days. Variation in duration of day and night is due to rotation of Earth on its axis. No. Revolution of Earth around the Sun. True. Inclination of the Earth at an angle of 66.5 degrees. As I have asked about the angle of inclination, this is the angle of inclination, that is 66.5 degrees. Okay. The brightest planet is Venus. And what is the red planet in our solar system? Mention the planet name in the comments. Okay. What is meant by the term midnight sun? Sun shining in the polar circle for a long time. The Earth rotates around its axis from west to east. The inclination of the Earth's axis to the orbital plane is 66.5 degrees. Matching dates and the conditions in the northern hemisphere. March 21st, vernal equinox. June 21st, summer solstice. September 21st, autumnal equinox. December 22nd, it is winter. The name of Saturn's largest moon is Titan. What is the name of Jupiter's largest moon? Mention that in the comment. The mean radius of the circle is 6,400 kilometers. The total surface area of the Earth is 510 million square kilometers. What is the approximate equatorial circumference of the Earth? 40,000 kilometers. The approximate diameter of the Earth is 12,800 kilometers. An ape-like creature identified as man appeared in the Pleistocene epoch. The first dinosaurs appeared in the Triassic period. Who discovered the first four satellites of Jupiter? Galileo Galilei. Which planet in our solar system is nearly as big as the Earth? That is Venus. So it is called as the twin of the Earth. Okay. The planet that takes 88 days to make one revolution of the Sun is Mercury. What is meant by the eclipse of Sun? When the moon comes between the Sun and the Earth, it causes the shadows of the moon to fall on Earth. The permanent tilt of the Earth's axis and the revolution of the Earth its orbit together cause varying lengths of day and night at different times of the year. Here, while occurring the eclipses, when does the solar eclipse and when does the lunar eclipse forms? If at all the moon comes in between sun and the earth, which eclipse it is called, and if at all the Earth comes in between the Sun and the Moon, it is called as which eclipse. Mention that in the comments. When the Sun is vertically overhead along the Tropic of Capricorn at midday, nights are longer than days in the southern hemisphere. The distance of the Earth from the Sun is about 149 million kilometers or 150 million kilometers. Which of the following is called the blue planet, that is Earth? Which of the following statements can be taken as evidence to show that the Earth is spherical? Some parts of the Earth have day when other parts have night. If the Earth makes one complete revolution in 365.5 days, which one of the following is not connected with proofs of the Earth shape? That is the Bedford level canal experiment. This is not connected. Other three, rotational revolution, circumnavigation, and the Earth shadow. These three are related or connected with the proof of Earth's shape. An eclipse of the Sun takes place when the Moon passes between Sun and the Earth. The outermost layer of the Sun is called corona. Titan is the largest natural satellite of Saturn. Which of the following planets rotates clockwise? That is Venus. There is another planet which that also rotates in clockwise direction. What is that planet name? Mention that in the comments. There are only two planets among the eight planets that rotates clockwise direction. One is Venus and other is mention that name in the comments. A difference of 1 degree in longitude at the equator is equivalent to nearly 111 kilometers. When we consider 15-degree meridian on a world map or globe and count them in an eastward direction, starting with Greenwich meridian, we find that the time of this meridian is 1 hour fast. Consider the following axioms regarding tidal hypothesis on origin of the Earth. The solar system was formed from the primitive sun and another intruding star. True. The intruding star was smaller in size than the primitive sun. No, this is false. The primitive sun was rotating on its axis. True. The tidal force of intruding star was greater than the primitive sun. This is also true. Consider the following factors. Which of the above factors influence the ocean currents? Okay. Rotation of the earth, yes. Air pressure and wind, yes. Density of the ocean water, no. Revolution of the earth. 1, 2, and 4 are the factors that influence the ocean currents. Which of the following is or are cited by the scientists as evidence or evidences for the continued expansion of the universe? Which of these are correct? Okay. Detection of microwaves in space, no. Observation of redshift phenomena in space, no. Movement of asteroids in space, no. Occurrence of supernova explosions in space, no. Nothing. Matching characteristic and the area in which it exists. Asthenosphere, mantle of the earth. Inversion, troposphere, which is at lower part. Lithosphere, solid earth. Mantle, mantle of the earth that are lower, that is lower part. Which one of the following planets has largest number of natural satellites or moons? That is Jupiter. Assertion and reason. Venus is the brightest object in the sky after the sun. True. Venus is the second planet from the sun in our solar system. False. No, no, this is also true, but this is not the correct explanation of the assertion. Light year measures which of the following? That is distance. One light year equal to how many kilometers? Mention that in the comments. Meteoroids are the heavenly bodies that burn brightly on entering the Earth's atmosphere. The largest planet in our solar system is Jupiter. We always see the same face of the moon because it takes equal time for revolution around the Earth and rotation on its own axis. Consider the following statements. Which of them are correct? The Earth receives the sun's energy at the infrared end of the spectrum. No, false. The Earth re-radiates the sun's heat as ultraviolet energy. No, false. The blue moon phenomenon occurs when two full moons occur in the same month. Inexhaustible source of energy of the stars is the inexhaustible source of energy of the stars is due to conversion of hydrogen to helium. What is the difference between asteroids and comets? Asteroids are small rocky planetoids, while comets are formed of frozen gases held together by rocky and metallic material. Asteroids are found mostly between the orbits of Jupiter and Mars, while comets are found mostly between Venus and Mercury. No, this is false. Comets show an perceptible glowing tail, while asteroids do not. This is true. First and third are correct options. Statements used for telecommunication relay are kept in the geostationary orbit. A satellite is said to be in such a orbit when the orbit is geosynchronous, right? The orbit is circular, right? The orbit lies in the plane of the Earth's equator, true. The orbit is at an altitude of 20,236 kilometers, no, false. 1, 2, 3 are right. And the scientists used to send a rocket uh, to the geostationary orbit. What is that rocket name? Mention that in the comments, especially the ISRO. What is that rocket name? It also starts with G. I have given you the hint actually. The Earth revolves around the Sun in an elliptical path, and the Sun is located at one focus of the ellipse. Imagine a situation in which the Earth goes around the Sun on a circular path. Which one among the following would result in under that situation? Difference between seasons will be reduced. We observe twinkling of stars due to constant change of refractive index of the medium between the stars and the Earth because of temperature variation. Which of the following do not belong to the solar system? It is the asteroids. One astronomical unit is the average distance between the Earth and the Sun. A person stood alone in a desert on a dark night and wanted to reach his village, which was situated 5 kilometers east of the point where he was standing. He had no instruments to find the direction, but he located the pole star. The most convenient way now to reach his village is to walk in the direction keeping the pole star to his left. Because the pole star will be in which direction? Mention that in the comments. Next subtopic is interior of Earth. Each of the following layers of the Earth is believed to have the heaviest mineral materials of highest density, central core. The mapping of which of the following is most difficult? Interior of the Earth. The upper part of the mantle upon which the crust of the Earth floats is called asthenosphere. Which of the following are true regarding the crust of the Earth? It is the outer thin layer with a total thickness of about 100 kilometers. True. It forms around 0.5% of the Earth's volume. True. The outer covering of the crust is of sedimentary material. No, false. The lower layer of the crust consists of basaltic and ultra-basic rocks. This is also true. 1, 2, and 4 are the correct options. Mohs scale is used to indicate the degree of hardness of minerals. Which of the following is or are direct sources of information about the interior of the Earth? Earthquake wave, volcano. What is the correct sequence of the following layers of Earth as one moves from the surface to the interior? Crust, mantle, then core. Crust is the outer layer, mantle is the middle layer, and core is the inner layer. Matching. List 1 is the name of the layer and list 2 is the physical property. Outer crust, solid. Mantle, solid and partly plastic. Core, liquid or plastic state. Inner crust, partly molten. Select the correct chronological order of the following geological periods. Okay. Pliocene, then Miocene, then Oligocene, then Eocene. Assertion reason: the continents are floating on the sea. True. The continents are composed of silica and aluminium, while the oceans are composed of silica and magnesium. This is also true. That's why the continents are floating on the sea, as these are lighter than the silica and magnesium. What is the average density of the Earth? 5.517 grams per centimeter cube. Consider the following statements. The whole core is in a molten state. No. The outer core is in a solid state and the inner core is in molten state. No. The outer core is in molten state and the inner core in solid state. This is true. The whole core is in solid state. No, false. Which of the following is present in the largest amount in terms of percent by mass in Earth's crust? That is oxygen. Among these options, nitrogen is the highest amount that is present in the Earth's atmosphere. Okay. But among these options, oxygen is the highest level, highest percentage. Quartz composed of which two elements? Oxygen and silicon. The most abundant metal in the Earth's crust is aluminium. Mantle of the Earth's crust is a layer with the composition of solid mineral matter. Sorry. Crust is a layer having 8 to 40 kilometers thickness. What is the surface area of the Earth? 29% of the Earth's surface is mass of the crust, 5976 million tons land. An intrusion of magma along a bedding plane is called batholith. Exogenic forces are connected with atmospheric. Epirogenetic movement give rise to fold mountains. Which of the following features may occur when lava cool at the surface, that is basalt plateau? After the lava is solidified, uh, one of the soil form is will be present. What is that soil formation? Mention the name of that soil formation after the lava is getting solidified. Okay. Match the list one with the list two. List one is the discontinuity, and the list two is layer of Earth's interior associated with discontinuity. Weichet Gutenberg, lower mantle and outer core discontinuity. Mohorovic, which is Moho, that is lower crust and upper mantle. Lichtmann discontinuity, that is outer core and the inner core discontinuity. Conrad discontinuity, that is division of Cl, which is silica aluminum, and Sima, which is silica magnesium with the crust. Crust is made up of which of the two chemical materials, and the mantle is made up of which of the two chemical materials, and the core is made up of which of the two chemical materials. Mention those in the comments. Very, very important actually. I'm leaving all of this to you because you will get the additional knowledge. If at all I am telling everything, then it will be happens to be route learning. So learn by yourself. That's why I'm asking each and every question actually. I want to make you think. That's the main motto for me. With reference to seismic waves, consider the following statements. P waves travel through a solid rock faster than sound waves traveling through air. True. S waves travel at about half the speed of P waves. No, false. During Pleistocene epoch, four glacial phases were identified. Which one of the following is the correct chronological order in which they appeared during this epoch from early times? Gunj, Mindel, Riss, and Wurm. Which one of the following is the correct statement? The boundary zone between the North American plate and the Eurasian plate exhibits conditions of divergence. Consider the following statements. The acid lava usually melts at a relatively higher temperature as compared to basic lava. This is true. The acid lava solidifies into glass-like sheets and the basaltic lava solidifies through rough surfaces. This is false. What does the term lithosphere refers to? Crust of the Earth. In the structure of planet Earth, below the mantle, the core is mainly made up of which one of the following? That's iron. In the interior of the Earth, the temperature rises with increasing depth. Which is the second most abundant metal in the Earth's crust? That is aluminium. Next subtopic is longitude and latitude. The latitude of a place expresses its angular position relative to the place of equator. When would you record the maximum angle of incidence of the sun's rays at the North Pole? When the sun's rays fall vertically on the Tropic of Cancer. 1 degree of longitude on the equator is equal to a distance of 50 miles. 1 degree of latitude distance is equal to how many miles or how many kilometers? Mention that in the comments. We have already discussed it previously. Recently, we have discussed it. Which of the following best describes longitude? An imaginary line joining north and south poles. Assume that the moon takes exactly 30 days to complete the cycle, and also assume that it rises in the east exactly at 6:48 p.m. on the first day. On the fourth day, at what time will it rise? At 10 p.m. Which one of the following would have occurred if the Earth had not been inclined on its own axis? The seasons would not have changed. Latitude of place is indicated of its temperature. Which one of the following sites does not have same clock time as that of the other three cities at any given instant? That is Addis Ababa, which is Ethiopia, not Ethiopia. The place which has the longest day and the shortest night on 22nd December is Melbourne. Melbourne is present in which country? Geostationary orbit is at a height of 36,000 kilometers. Owing to the equatorial bulge and the polar flattening, the polar radius of the Earth falls short of the equatorial radius by about 22 kilometers. The prime meridian passes through Greenwich. Which countries are separated by the 49th parallel? USA and Canada. Which parallel is running in between Andaman Nicobar Islands, which separates the Andaman from Nicobar Islands? Okay, and what is the parallel that is dividing between? What do we say? Let's say, let's say we have two islands. I am not remembering its names actually. I remember that 8-degree channel, 9-degree channel, and 10-degree channels are dividing the two or three islands actually. Once check those in the uh, internet. Those are very important related to our India. The Tropic of Cancer does not pass through Pakistan. Which of the following are wrongly matched? Tropic of Cancer, 23 degrees north latitude. Wrongly matched. Okay, this is right. Tropic of Capricorn, 66.5 degrees north latitude. This is also right. International dateline, 0 degrees longitude or 180 degrees. This is also right. Antarctic Circle, 6600 degrees south latitude. This is also right. All are the right options. Everything are right. So none of these are wrongly matched. What is international dateline? It is a 1800-degree channel. That is 180-degree channel, not 1800 degree. This is wrong actually. 180-degree longitude. That is international dateline. The time at Cairo is 2 hours ahead of Greenwich. Hence it is located at 30 degrees east longitude. Next subtopic is period, epoch, and era. List 1 is the era matching, list 1 is the era, and list 2 is the period or epoch. Paleozoic period, sorry, Paleozoic era, which is Devonian period. Mesozoic era, which is Triassic period. Precambrian era, which is Archean period. Cenozoic era, which is Neogene period. And the matching, list 1 is the geological era and the list 2 is geological period. Mesozoic era, which is Triassic period. Proterozoic era, which is Precambrian period. Cainozoic era, which is Tertiary period. Paleozoic era, which is Permian period. The correct sequence from the oldest to the youngest of the different periods of tertiary epoch or tertiary period is Eocene, Oligocene, Miocene, and Pliocene. Another matching geological period and the events associated with the period are listed. Carboniferous period related to formation of rocks containing coal, petroleum, and natural gas. Precambrian period related to rock formation having rich metallic materials. Pleistocene period related to large area subjected to glaciations. Upper Cretaceous period related to start of Himalayan orogeny. The arrangement of planets with smallest or either ends and the biggest planet in the middle supports which one of the following theories of origin of the solar system, that is tidal hypothesia. What is Big Bang theory and who discovered this Big Bang theory? Mention that in the comments. This is very important. The most recent geological epoch or the geological period of the Quaternary period covering the 10,000 years or so from the end of the Pleistocene epoch to the present day is known as Pliocene. Tertiary period had 5 epochs. Select the correct order in which these epochs appeared in the geological time scale from ancient to more recent times. Paleocene, Eocene, Oligocene, Miocene, and Pliocene. Another matching geological period and the distinctive life form incidents. Late Precambrian, sponges, Carboniferous, coal, Devonian, fish, Upper Cretaceous, Himalayan orogeny. Which one of the following periods is largely associated with extinction of dinosaurs and the increase in flowering plants and reptiles? That is Jurassic period. Okay guys, let's stop over here. In our next reading video, we will continue with the earthquake and the volcano. See you in the next reading video. Thank you. If you like the content, subscribe to my channel. Bye.